Yeah, we just approved the.
It's 7 o'clock. We'll now call the Carbondale City Council meeting to order. First thing we'll do is rise and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All be seated. Alright. First, we'll have discussion of the meeting minutes from May 4th, 2026.
I didn't see it.
Anybody have anything on that one? No. Anybody wants to make a motion?
There might be a detail in the executive session part that is missing. That's the only thing I saw. I only glanced at this though earlier today. Motion by Heath to go into executive session, add the blank.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, right. Like I said, I just glanced at this.
Yeah.
I'll go back and get the time.
I make a motion, we approve the council meeting minutes from May 4th, 2026 with the correction.
Motion by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. Alright, all in favor, motion carried. Next, public comments, nobody? Rec commission,
So, I had, Emily put this in, Brad couldn't be here tonight, he had a death in the family, so, and others were on vacation and stuff, so, he just sent me this, this thing, just outlining what's going on with ball and updates to the diamonds. Most of it is just for information. He did say that he plans to be here at the next meeting, so if there's any questions, he can answer them. The only thing that I feel we need to bring up is the pool vacuum kind of went out and everything, so opening day they had to borrow Overbrook's vacuum to finish up the pool. But they felt like they couldn't wait for the next council meeting to approve and buy a new vacuum. So they went out and got it, and they just were asking for reimbursement on that.
they found one on Amazon for a lot less than what Dustin was pricing or finding them for.
Yeah, it was really reasonable.
And Overbrook vouched and said it was a good machine. They've been using it for a season and they were looking at buying another one as a backup.
Yeah.
And it was $400 and some, I think,
You get so much.
just under 500.
Yeah.
So the under $500 was cheaper than maintenance fixing the current one they had?
The current one is out of date. It's obsolete basically is the way it was explained because it's about 10 years old.
Yeah, so it's probably a discontinued model, so you're not gonna find parts and everything.
Yeah. And I think the last time that the issue happened, it was a motor that went out and it was like $1,000 plus for it or something. I don't know. I wasn't on council when that happened. I don't have notes for that.
So, I mean, I think the only thing that I feel we should take action on. And I guess with that, I move that we reimburse the rec commissioner $550 for the purchase of a pool vacuum.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
The other thing, again, more just for information, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Dusty's already looking into this, some of the repairs for the diving board and
Yes.
the railing and the
Yes.
lifeguard stand.
I have two questions. Did we not just purchase the diving board last year and the lifeguard stand last year?
We replaced a chair last year.
The chair.
We replaced a chair.
Yeah,
But not
the
the
stand
chair that was
itself.
broke, that was pinching legs.
Okay, and the diving board,
And I think it's been a couple of years.
so it was the year before. Cause it's been recently.
Yeah. Not that long ago.
It was not that long ago, yeah.
I think it would have been before my time though, because I don't remember, or at least I just don't remember it.
So was it,
Before me.
was it the diving board itself that got replaced, or
No,
was it
the
the
whole-
brackets
the whole
underneath
thing.
it? Because it looks like the brackets
It's,
underneath it.
it's just a bracket
Yeah.
that's broken. He's got metal workers working on making
Oh,
a new
okay.
part for it.
Okay.
So yeah, they're just repairing it. We're not replacing it.
Oh,
It's just
Yeah.
gonna be a repair.
Yeah, it's just a repair.
okay, I just
Yeah.
remember it was kind of expensive for the board stuff or for
Yeah.
that assembly.
Yeah, no, the board's still good.
It's just the
It's just-
bracket that
it's
holds
just
that
the-
rail.
Right,
The
Okay.
bracket for the railing and stuff. And then the railing on the ramp outside, obviously, it looks like we've seen better days.
now, is this something that Dustin and his crew can take care of, or is this something that needs to be outsourced? Like contracted out?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
I guess what is wrong with the railing outside? I didn't see that when I was there the other day.
It looks bent, and there's one post
One
that's
post.
Oh,
broke
okay.
off.
I think it looks like there's two posts
Yeah.
that are busted out of
Yeah.
concrete.
So I mean, it could be something that they could just go out and get, like
Oh,
the,
that's right.
like the aluminum railings and just bolt them into the concrete.
Well, Dusty was here a minute ago. I'm sure he's gonna be here for maintenance. We can revisit
Yeah,
that.
he
Yeah.
said he had to leave real quick. He'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. So we can bring that back up.
But as I said, the pool vacuum was the only thing I felt we needed to take action on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as I say, if we have more questions, Brett said he's gonna try making the next meeting.
That's a big deal. All right, anything else for rec then at the moment? All right, Shannon? Or-
Yes, sir.
So, after, we have a plate glass window that has fallen out of the building that belongs to April Gleason. And so looking through our ordinance, 8612 is immediate hazard. I think you guys should have a copy of that. And so the way that,
It's further back.
uh,
There's an email for Outlook email, dangerous structure of condemnation. It's behind the zoning stuff in my packet, so it might be.
So I've been making phone calls and have not been successful at this point in contacting the owner of the building. So what I wanted to do was look at this, have you guys look at the 8612, which is immediate hazard. Because the big worry at this moment is, you know, people might try and crawl in there, or it's kind of a big mess, and it's definitely just the beginning of what we're gonna need to do probably to get something done with those buildings, but just to start, we need to at least get it boarded up so that we don't have that immediate hazard.
Do we know is the lock still busted on the one door?
I don't know, I haven't tried to open the door.
I wanna
have to
say
be
it is,
careful.
I believe it's propped open still, just that little bit, where it doesn't shut all the way.
First and foremost, the window.
I
So-
apologize. Which one are we on? Like which,
Eight,
is it in this one?
It's in the
It's,
Article 6,
Oh.
dangerous unit and unfit structures.
Yeah,
Here
it's
we
in
go.
the 8612.
yeah, there's a couple in there.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
So what we need just is something for you guys saying, yeah, we need to get that taken care of, and what we can do is ask maintenance to take care of that hazard, and then we can bill against the property.
Okay.
So it's really not
So what action needs to happen, like,
And you said
So,
you agree.
so what it says right here is, when the opinion of the governing body, any structure in such condition as to constitute immediate hazard requiring immediate action to protect the public, the governing body may direct the enforcing officer to erect barricades or cause the property to be in this place, in this particular situation will be repaired, or not repaired, but shored, just to the point where it's safe.
so you just need a motion on
So,
that, or you just
um,
need
But
to?
Yeah,
you said you tried to reach out to the property.
yes, on several different occasions. I've left several messages. I have had the ability to, I haven't waited around and seen when she's at the building or not, because it's actually another person that comes to the building and works for them. So she knows that we've, tried to get a hold of her, so,
Still believe that you should do the, notice violations.
so
Formal,
do you,
written.
okay, so you want me to go ahead and do the good neighbor notice instead of having them?
Well, do it, but in the meantime, in that notice, let her know that
Okay,
because of the concern for, children being out of school this time of year and
okay,
the building not being secured, we're gonna take action to secure it.
gotcha, okay, so I'll go ahead and do the good neighbor then. Which is our written notice.
And then, is it a 30-day notice, that good neighbor notice? I'm just
It
curious.
starts
whether or
out,
not-
it starts out at 10 days to get things repaired. And then if they're not repaired in that, we go back and check.
But
Well,
I'm not
yeah.
saying you need to wait the 10 days to secure the property so that it's not accessible by youngsters. Go ahead and do that, but also provide her the notice, letting her know
So at the same time,
that we have, give her
so
a
do I
notice
need an order
of.
from them as well to go ahead and secure it?
I believe that they've already taken, you need somebody to take action on the motion.
And I'll do this simultaneously. Okay, I can do that.
So we need a motion.
Yes.
I make a motion, we direct the police and maintenance to board the window.
To make it
Secure
Yeah.
the building.
To
secure the building.
She'll talk to you,
Does he
Dustin.
need the address in the motion?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to
Yes.
bring you up.
What is the
Uh,
address?
I'm not pulling my phone, that's a look.
Does he need that for the motion?
It is 22 lines. I have 216 maybe,
216.
but I'm not sure what that. That's what Main Street, so this is 218. 218 is what I think this is.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's 216 is Main Street parking, so this is the building right next to it.
So since the property owner has not responded to you specifically, is there anything that is against a council member going up and talking to the property owner themselves?
Nothing that includes that.
You wanna add the address in there?
Oh, yeah,
At 218.
218 Main Street, Carbondale, Kansas.
Motion made by Kevin,
Second.
second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those,
This is, so you made a motion to go ahead and board it up?
The window.
Go ahead and just secure.
The
it.
window's broken. It
Right, no,
is-
I understand that,
okay.
I understand that part. I'm just asking what we're making a motion to do. So we're making a motion to board the window up ourselves and bill the homeowner, or the property owner, is
Just
that
to
correct?
secure it so that it makes it safe for this.
No, yeah, I got you. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
any further discussion? All those in favor again? All those opposed? 4 in favor, 1 opposed, motion carried.
While we're kind of on that, sometime back, I don't know how far back, we gave permission to you to do the,
To take pictures and do work on condemnation.
yes,
And then she came into city council from what I remember and talked to you guys and was supposed to be giving you plans and
it never
You
did.
updated,
So
it never has.
we went back to the, gave
So
you
we're back
permission to
here.
follow up on it. And,
now, I did follow up then. And
yes,
then she came in after
Yeah.
after that,
Yeah, that would have been like
you
4 or
guys,
5 years ago. I'm talking about a year or two ago, year and a half ago.
I would have to look at the.
We gave you permission to go ahead with condemnation of the building,
Right, and so I took
and nothing's
pictures.
happened since. No, we
Yeah.
already had pictures.
Yeah, no,
We
this
gave
is-
you permission after we had everything here.
Yes, and I turned
And
everything
Tom
in.
said, yes, you can do it,
Okay,
and we gave you permission to
right.
pursue what it took.
I was thinking April came in after that.
We've not seen her in
Quite some time.
4 years.
Yeah.
She hasn't
When we
been in
first
since
brought
I've
it
been
up?
here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's
know
been a long
They
time.
were-
That's been brought up 3,
Send me-
4 times.
Send me what you've got in the
Okay.
way of evidence, prepare the appropriate resolutions to keep this thing moving.
Okay.
Got it, okay.
Can the city condemn without having an engineer go through it though? 'Cause
Well,
they've done
didn't
with
we
certain
have somebody
engineers.
go in there and they said that they did not feel safe going in there because of the floor and,
They had some kind of an engineer at one point in time that told them it was going to have to be shored from the bottom up
yeah.
to save.
Someone last
to-
year was gone. Was that when you went down to take the pictures?
When I was in it.
Last year was when Wake came in and
Yeah,
talked
Wake's
about
in.
the roof having holes in it and
The
the basement
mosquitoes.
having water and the mosquitoes infest.
No.
And that may have been when we agreed to go ahead and follow
So
up on it.
I'll give that to you, Tom.
Get it to me, I'll do the appropriate resolutions to
Yes, sir.
keep it moving.
Okay.
Should answer my question. Can we do that without an engineer?
Sure. Sure, I mean,
Cause I mean, I
If
don't
she-
know
if she
anybody
comes
hears-
in with an engineer, we may have to hire an engineer
Okay,
to counter
let's-
hers.
I got you. I mean, to do it appropriately, I don't think you guys have a degree in engineering or structure, so.
You
Make
don't
sure
have to have a degree in engineering.
you don't have to see if it's fit or not fit.
Well, it's obviously, if the basement's full of water and it's uninhabitable,
I mean, she's even commented that the floor is,
yeah, it's full of dry rot.
yeah.
I think where we left it, after he just said that, you were going to try to gain access to take pictures inside.
I did go
You
inside, but.
did get pictures
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
have the pictures?
We have not seen those,
Okay,
so just saying,
I'll turn in all the stuff that I have.
Turn it to me
Okay,
and I'll
thank you.
prepare the appropriate resolutions to provide the evidence to the city council. The council can then take the appropriate action under your code to inform her that there is that the property does not meet building code. And she has to either request the hearing and then you all make a determination of whether or not that property can be rehabilitated and what her plan is to rehabilitate it. Doesn't sound like she has any plan to rehabilitate it. And it may be that you have to just say, okay, based upon all the evidence we had before us, this place needs to be raised. And you have so many days to get it raised, and if you don't, the city's gonna raise it at your expense.
Okay.
All right.
And then I just wanted to mention the software, for our FTO. The question came up several meetings ago about what the number was, and it's the number of seats that are allowed.
That's the front line one in the packet.
I thought we saw something similar to this recently.
Yeah, we did. We had on the minimum annual commitment 15, we had question as to what that was. And that would be where she mentioned seats, it's the number of users.
What's the lowest amount that they offer?
So we're looking at the prorated one, which is the 846.90, and then the budget for 27 would be the 1260, right?
No, I thought we saw some kind of software like this for field training officer stuff. Maybe
That's what that is.
I mean, I thought I saw something like this already come across the desk.
Yeah, I brought it and then it was not, we tabled it because of the question about what the 15 meant or the 13 meant.
3 meetings ago,
It's the one I presented, I think 2 meetings
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They have the current software that they were gonna try to sell, right?
Well,
That was all the
That
same
was
meeting.
yeah, that was the same meeting as the data pilot.
Okay.
And this software only streamlines the field training officer process.
It helps us keep records on the field training process.
Integrated with our policy tracker.
But it's not so much is it strictly for field training, or is it officer across the board that would track your yearly training that you're supposed to do, your 40 hours and all of that?
You could put that in there too. It would give us a whole picture of these are the things we're documenting for each officer, and it'll be consistent in what we're reporting and it would assist us with our evaluations and that kind of thing.
Like an electronic employee file, in a sense.
That does mention with our accreditation software.
This would come out of what account?
I don't remember what we said the last meeting.
Emily?
I talked with Michael about it and he said there's funds for it that he could get it from, but they had the budget for it.
Everybody feeling on the hook?
Hey Shane,
Yes, sir.
take me back, what are you guys using now? I don't remember what you're using
For
now.
tracking FTO stuff. We don't have anything, we have standards and, what else is there?
We can have like paper DORs and then email them back and forth.
So what we've been doing is we email each other. We have activity reports that we do, that we have them do. We track by just communicating with each other, and then we have some older FTO sheets that we filled out that show this is the skills that they need. But it's something that we have adapted from, it's just paper.
And it's hard to get those done, sitting there with them being on shift and trying to run calls at the same time and.
Does this give you an opportunity to give them a checklist of stuff they have to
I don't know if
accomplish?
that had a checklist.
It's
on
more
there
for
or not.
my record keeping rather for them to use.
Did that answer wrong?
Any further discussion? Anyone make action on it?
So they don't log into this.
No,
No, it's a training officer, field training officer.
they do into the policy side that we already have. This is just that same company, it's like,
You already have the policy.
yeah, we already use the policy tracker,
Right, this is just another module of
that same company.
frontline factor that we use. And because we've had it for the last however many years for our accreditation, we thought we'd reach out to that because it would be a seamless addition for us.
Do they have a feature that you can get that, you know, officers can log in, like if they have specific training they have to accomplish, you know, sexual harassment or handcuffing 101 that you assign it and they have to go through the training and it does basically a checklist? I mean,
I don't think anybody has that.
oh,
I don't
okay.
think any agency has it. We have CPOS that we have to log our training with every year, but I don't know of any agency that has
Oh, okay.
anything like that, because the only things you have to do fair and impartial, you have to equip all of the range. So it's not like EMS where you have exact ones you have to hit every single year. That program would let us see where there's deficits, like if we're just constantly training on like hands-on things and we're not doing whatever, what other topic you wanna pick.
If they're
but
struggling
it
in
would
one area,
show-
we would see that because that would be entered into the program. So if they're struggling with handcuffing, then we can make sure that we stop and we do another handcuffing demonstration so that they could become proficient in that or find a class that would apply, because we have classes that, online, we have classes through KLATC, just tons and tons of classes, so.
You will make an action.
Well, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I have a question,
Yes, sir.
separate. In the bills, there's a
No action made on it.
light bulb that was melted.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know did they replace it, but did they say why it melted? And that was on which car?
That was on Grace, Gray during.
But it just melted? I mean, it just sounds like something got hot or overcharged, but he wasn't concerned about it? Okay.
But sometimes the big tail's not. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Bill? For zoning?
It's a huge pack.
You got a lot in here.
And on Dodges, the headlights do melt. The headlight things, it's common.
Oh.
Very common. Alright, WEGs, occupancy permit, I went down, looked over what he had in here for approval.
Oh, that's the occupancy, right?
Yep.
He doesn't have an occupancy already?
The renewal.
Oh.
Oh. I went right past it.
Make a motion, we approve the occupancy renewal use permit for Mike Wegley at 224 Main Street.
Motion made by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
Could I continue to get ice cream?
724 Teresa Court, Stephen and Joy Campbell, privacy fence, backyard. He says he doesn't have it mapped out, but we walked it today. We were going to do it last week, but I tried to do 2 other houses on Friday, and if I was in the truck, it wasn't raining. If I got out of the truck, it was downpour. I didn't do his house last week, I did it today. He says he's gonna keep his fence at least 1 foot inside the property line, just so that everybody knows it's his fence, and there's gonna be a 6-foot black chain link. So, I just permit that one.
I move we approve the fence permit for Stephen and Joy Campbell at 724 Teresa Court.
Second.
Motion by Ron, second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
628 West North, Mike and Tabitha Smith, they're putting an 8x10 addition on the northwest corner of a 30x40 garage they have on the northeast corner of the property. Clears all the water, clears everything. It'll be accessible from the inside, not the outside, from what I remember him saying. And there's nothing else on that, it's not gonna interfere with anything. And the building is already 7.5 feet off property line, so this will not extend any further north. He's just literally making a small spot in the northwest corner so he can back his lawnmower in there instead of it being out in the main area. So that's to prove that one.
And we approved the zoning permit for Michael Smith at 628 West North Street for an addition to his shed.
Second.
Motion carried by Ron, second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
Michael Cox at 314 Wilson. This is the house just to the south of the one that has the dog run on the east side that we did a month ago. This is the other house that doesn't have much of a backyard, but they have enough to put a small privacy fence in the back, and he's gonna put it around to the east side of the house. I told him to put it down to have the privacy fence stop at 6 foot tall at the back of the property, because I wasn't 100% sure on the privacy fences on side yards, but I told him I'd get back with him. He drew it up that way, but I told him I would get back with him if side yards can have privacy fences, which historically now they have. So I'm gonna go back to him and have him resubmit this drawing at 6 foot tall, which he submitted the first time. Other than that, if he's staying on the northwest corner, if he's staying off of his gas line, and he had his sewer ran, which is on the west side of the house, the fence shouldn't get in the way of anything.
And this is just the property east of
South,
Candy's.
south.
Oh, south.
This is the house that backs up to hers, like their houses are, there's just a row of tree between the houses.
Yeah.
The front of his house is the alley that goes down the center of that block between Lawrence and whatever's just south of Lawrence. The front of his house is in the alley, the front of her house is on Lawrence, and they're flooded up against each other. And a portion of this where the back deck is in the picture, he has a 4-foot fence that's been in there for a while. He just has big dogs, and right now his dogs just kind of hang over the fence.
Yeah.
So he needs to get something in there to keep the dogs from just, I mean, they literally almost walk over it.
So you just need a redrawn fence or whatever.
I
to make it
can,
correct.
I can get him to redraw this, but I'd like it approved beforehand.
Yeah.
Just
Do
to
we
where,
need to have it redrawn if we just note that it's gonna be 6 foot all the way around?
No.
I mean,
Unless
that's
you
just a
guys are okay
step
with it,
in
I'm
what
okay
we
with it.
need.
You can approve it as either 4 or 6, it's up to you.
I make a motion, we approve the fence permit for 314 Wilson Street, Carbondale with the 6 foot fence.
Motion made by Kevin, second by Barb. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
Okay, 233 Main, I don't think you guys have it, it's for downhill motto for the sidewalk in front for the retaining wall. I asked Dustin to get me a quote on what it would take to cut it out, to cut out for a foundation, so that's where I'm at on that.
So no action on that one.
You'll need to ask Dustin.
Basically just probably a couple of cut and saw blades, so $100 worth of blades in our time. It's not a very big area, it shouldn't take very long to cut for one guy, but the blades are diminishable and they're not free. So whatever a blade or two cost, that's what it would be.
Well, if it's only a couple $100 a blade, it's probably under the.
Yeah, they're
Purchase
usually
limit.
like 100 to 150 depending on the blade.
You guys had asked me to get a quote on what it was gonna cost to get it cut for a foundation.
Sure,
That's it.
sure.
And that's what I would say.
And that was just to cut our portion between us and him, right?
That's just to cut the sidewalk that's already there to where he would have room, or someone would have room for a foundation for a
Okay.
retaining wall.
Right.
That's-
You don't wanna set that foundation on your sidewalk and just,
Right.
it may cause your sidewalk to crack and do things you just don't want.
Okay, so, and we'll need 2 motions, one for the zoning permit and one to purchase the blades.
The zoning permit,
Oh,
you guys have, we're holding up on the zoning permit on how it was going to work out on the retaining wall. From what I understand, that's at a standstill right now. I was told that it's at a standstill
For the retaining.
for the retaining wall. Is that not right?
So maybe the way to move this along, conditional approval of this permit. Once the city has cut the sidewalk and he can then get at it to put the retaining wall in. Cause it sounds like you're willing to cut the sidewalk.
I was over there to try and find out what size retaining wall he was gonna put in. That's what I've been asking him for. He told me we'd get it before the last meeting, and the last meeting didn't happen, so I went back over. I think on Friday, he was frustrated, and he said, just tell City Hall they can pay for it. And he had been talking to the police chief about something unrelated. I don't know what they were talking about, but he was frustrated and that's what he said, so I was told by the clerk and the treasurer, don't talk to Ashton about any of it anymore, because he mentioned bringing up an attorney or something of that nature to her, not to me, so.
This is something different.
Okay, I have no idea, I was just told that this is now in a standstill because he brought up the word attorney.
Cause he, according from what I've
I don't know.
understood was, this wasn't Ashton's idea to put it in, that he was approached.
Huh?
To put it in.
The
I'm not-
retaining wall?
Can we
Yeah.
table this until
Yeah.
Trap can
Yeah.
attend?
We can move past that.
So that way we can have communication with him. I think his kids have a baseball game tonight, so.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll move past that one.
Perfect. Alright, last thing, put in a request for a examination booklet in lieu of training. You had spoken about trying to get me,
One moment, Phil.
We still have 2 more permits.
I have a Bonnie
I don't
Green.
have one.
Okay.
What do you guys got for?
Bonnie Green for a wooden fence.
No, Bonnie Green.
226 Ridgeway.
No, I know, that's Firework.
Was that one on it? I still have them in the stack, I'm not.
I got 2.
I only got one.
I have a,
That other one is the drawing for
Oh.
the fence.
okay, so Bonnie Green.
Yeah.
Oh, that black
Campbell's
chain
drawing.
link fence for that one guy, okay,
That's the
Yep.
other one
I gotcha.
226
Okay, I have
Ridgeway.
Oh, here it is. You missed it myself.
These are in my email.
I told him about his last one when I came in here, so maybe it,
I haven't seen these.
okay, he hasn't seen them, so
I
we'll
haven't
table
seen,
it.
okay, Stephen and Joy Campbell, we just did that, didn't we?
Yeah, that's the drawing
Yeah.
that you said you didn't have.
Right, yeah, this
that's-
one, I will go look at, give me just a second here. Which, is this for sure north?
I mean, I wish everybody could make a drawing like that for us.
No kidding.
Are you talking about the one that's on the back?
Yeah.
Chad, oh,
Yeah,
You guys talking about this one?
yeah.
Okay.
Is that you? Did you draw that?
I've never seen this.
Oh, okay.
This would already be, like, I would have went out and inspected it if I had, I didn't.
One of the Greens did, probably Jason, this is his house.
so we need to table until you have time to
I would,
inspect and.
can I do a, approval on this?
Contingent.
Contingent on me going out and verifying it?
That's possible.
You can do that.
Can I do that?
Conditional.
That way we don't hold them up for 2 weeks and.
Yeah,
I make a motion, we do a contingent approval on, Phil checking it out, but a fence permit on 226 Ridgeway for Bonnie and Jason Prettyman. Bonnie Green and Jason Prettyman.
I really just wanna check property offsets.
Motion made by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
What's the other one you guys have?
That's the only
That was
one.
it. The other one was a picture of the
this is
fence.
a, something else.
Okay. Well, then I.
Okay, sorry, Phil.
Request on, zone inspector booklet in lieu of training. From what I found, the training can be anywhere from $2,500 to $6,000. And they're just going to read this book to me. So it seemed to me that this is what Dylan said that he was going to do. So.
Did Dylan ever actually purchase the book?
I think
believe
he
we
did.
approved him
The
to.
problem is that he said he was going to send it to me, but he would have to have a login, and he wasn't sure if he
Oh,
could send
it's-
it, cause it's
It's an
tied
ebook.
to him
I got you.
somehow.
Okay, I was thinking of a paper version.
I understand, yeah,
Sorry.
from what I understand, it's a PDF, but you have to log in, it's on their server, you don't actually get, you gotta start buying the login to go look at it.
Makes sense.
Are you wanting the digital one or the actual books? I think they were both on there.
The digital would be better for me,
Yeah,
if it's the same price, if the digital wasn't more, it's cheaper.
yeah, the print set is like $29 more, 26, something like that.
That's $259.
29, something like that.
For the thing,
Right.
and 150 for the.
Oh,
ebook.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you said your preference is electronic?
Yes, by far.
Alright, I move that we purchase these complete set instructional systems and business manual as an ebook set for the price of $150.
Motion made by Ron, second by Barb. Any further discussion?
Now, there's a $225 fee on the front. What's, is that for the test?
Yes, I think
That's
so.
the test.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
No, that's okay.
No, we're not getting to that yet.
We're not there yet. He's got a study.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Apparently, it's like, they say it takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks to prep for the test.
Sure.
The test only goes twice a year. It's like an 8-hour test, so you don't make it the first time, you gotta wait 6 months to do it again.
It's kind of like a bar exam.
Sure.
A little more work. So we're just doing the books.
Yes.
Yes, just the
So,
books.
any further discussion? All those in favor? Alright, all in favor, motion carried.
Anything else?
Is it these ones that you need me to sign? Or do you have originals?
I have the original.
Okay, I'll do them later. Just remind me to do it. Anything else, Phil?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, thank you.
Do we need to do,
The fireworks stand, it's on here after maintenance.
That's the new
well,
one right
I was just
here.
trying to remember if we had zoning
No,
do anything with those in the past.
Put your hand
no, fire marshal comes in and looks to make sure they got a fire extinguisher, but that's it.
Okay.
Sally, over here kicking my feet.
Are you leaving, Mr. Barnes?
Yes, I am. I gotta get to Harveyville.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
7:42.
Dustin, we're ready for you. How you doing?
Tired but going.
Yeah.
Our water tower has been cleaned, filled, and we drew a sample off and took it to town today, so hopefully we can put it back in service Wednesday. Because we'll have to pull another one within 24 hours, another sample and take it to 2 samples, so
How long do the samples take to come back? Out of curiosity.
we should hear back tomorrow, I would think. Yeah, tomorrow for the first one, and then Wednesday, hopefully we get it cleaned bill of health. And then we can turn it back on to town.
Then you'll be flushing lines.
Oh, yes. We will be directionally flushing the lines, that way we don't skip one. Cause sometimes, water takes path least resistance, if you got a 6 and a 4, you better make it go through the 4, basically. So we'll do a very thorough flush of the system after we get our tower back. But currently we're at 20% of our normal capacity, so I'm not flushing anything. I let the fire department know that they got, I let the fire department know that they have 200-300 gallons a minute on hand. But try to use outside if they need more, or call me so I can turn some stuff up.
Okay.
But so far so good.
We'll get it cleaned bill, get it back in service. You're thinking by the end of the week, you'll start flushing? To answer Kevin's question. Okay.
If we get a clean bill of health Wednesday, late in the day, I'll start.
Okay, cool.
I'll start flushing as soon as they let me.
Cause we have the tanks, what, till the end of the week? or till,
We have them till Wednesday, but he said if it was a day or something extra, it wouldn't be a big problem. But we kind of scheduled when they could clean it so that we could get our 2 samples
I got you.
in that week.
You guys did get a
It was
course.
$350 a day after, but he didn't seem too worried if it was just for a day.
When they disconnect those, do we have pressure problems with that? Will we have to equalize anything?
Shouldn't,
Okay.
shouldn't.
Emily, can you guys, when they start doing the flushing, instead of putting one big post out, kind of put sectional, you know, we're hitting this area, we're hitting this area, we're hitting each, before they do each
Yeah.
section, that way people don't
Some of
go.
that's on me because I'm not always quick about telling where I'm going.
Yeah, I know, but
Get
if we
going,
can
I
try,
don't keep up because I don't want to take a long pause between them because I'm stirring it up too.
oh, I get it,
It's
I
gonna
get
be
it, but if we can at least make sure we try to make our best effort to communicate.
Or show a map of where you'll start and finish, and then they can be posted out on there.
Oh, we literally have a map that has every hydrant numbered on it, and we're gonna go in that order. Basically. So,
Look at
1, 2,
something
3,
else.
all the way through 80 something. But, we drew that up so that it was designed to flash when we numbered the hydrants. It would make it kind of easier on us to remember. We've been mowing, Bruce been doing good, trying to keep up with the mowing when it's not salty. Park lighting is kind
The
of a
original
standstill.
problem may have
We've
been,
been messing with a lift station on the west side of town, that the floats keep getting tangled up in the fats, oils and grease that aren't supposed to go down, but they do, so it makes a big old blob, and I think we got it sorted so that they don't tangle anymore. We moved it all around this morning, but I'm gonna still working on a itemized list of parts that I think we need to replace on this lift station. Because we have 30, 40 houses going in up there. Our ability to take on like extra stuff, it makes it shorter reaction time. So
Sure.
we believe Mercury is gonna get us phone service out there, which will be a godsend, so that we can get an advance warning. But,
Is there a capacity limitation on the lift station that we're gonna hit with the subdivision and all?
from what I found in my brief research, the model we have can go up to 1,300 gallon per minute per pump, but we have 3 horsepower pumps, and I think they went to way higher. So I'm still trying to find the capacity. It's in a 4-inch line, so ultimately your capacity is what that 4-inch line will be. But it should do 1,800 possibly. But I gotta do some more math to see if that station will keep up with all the extra houses, or if we need to supplement. I got some numbers figured out. But just let me know that one. It had me working this weekend, so checking it every couple hours until we found a better solution. What else do I have for you?
Has Fannin gotten back with us on?
I don't have any.
Did you?
anything
no, I
from
meant to
Fan-
reach out to him again today.
Okay. I'd say we push hard on them, or we find somebody else.
Yep.
Because that's in full swing right now. It'd be nice to have it completed.
Check it.
What is that?
Later. The dock out at the lake.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I missed the rec commission, we talked about the robots and stuff.
We talked about the robots. We were gonna talk about the.
Here's the maintenance stuff that needs to be done at the pool. There's a bracket underneath the diving board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Metal Crafters is working on that, right?
and then I think the big,
Yep.
the big thing with that is the railing or whatever is coming out of the concrete.
Yeah, it was a temporary, that's actually fencing material I put
Oh,
in
is it?
there.
Okay,
Because one of our Kansas Department of Labor inspections, that popped up for ADA, we either
This is
needed
the one you
a
need to go
fence railing
Sure.
barrier or a stop, curb stop to stop somebody from going off in a wheelchair. But I'm not gonna remember his name, so I'm not gonna say it, but down at Metal Crafters, he came up and he welded the stainless for us in the corner. something cool. The Saturday it opened. He welded that seam shut and he welded, the drain so it doesn't fall down anymore.
Yeah,
But he's also supposed to be making us this bracket and gonna
Okay.
get us a price on the fence.
sure.
When he was out there looking, he said, I could build you something, we can get a price.
And then on that flip side, there's something, oh, almost, there you go. I think there's something on with the chairs. I don't know.
The platforms.
This the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
platforms. Yeah.
You can keep that.
Okay.
Holly, have you seen the bills yet?
No, I told them to pass them.
Okay, get the bill.
Because I was gonna be ready for me.
Hey, Phil, we Haley's just good.
I'll check.
I just got
these
one
out
question.
tomorrow. I'll look at these tomorrow. I've looked at them a couple times, but now there's a circle telling me where to look, so
Sure.
I can give it a better look.
Yeah, let us know if that's something you can handle. That way we'll know whether or not to call out to outsourcing.
There's one that you don't, so maybe it's that one.
Okay, this is the occupancy use permit.
Yeah, just get it.
Okay. If you need me to sign it, no. Sorry.
That's about all I got for you guys, I think. I could list off a bunch of stuff. too.
You get a chance to look at that little wheel?
Yeah, I looked at it, I'm sure I got something around in one of the piles, but if I don't have a pile, I can go, we can get
It was just funny watching
the
her
pipe reel.
open and close it. It thump, 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 thump.
Yeah.
I do have one thing. What's the, driving by the park, looks like the pylons for the lights are crooked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's the plan on that?
This way, I can fix. Centered, I can't. But it will hold the lights.
So
So if they're not,
if
they're
it's
not
tilted,
filled
we
in.
can straighten it?
Yes, and that is planned.
Okay.
But it's been so wet and we've been busy doing all this other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, no,
With
no,
water
I,
tower. My plan is we actually have a pneumatic, hammer. Jumping jack basically, it goes onto our trailer and we're gonna jump and jack them in while we have a level on it. And square them
Packed it
back
all
up.
down around them.
Because we are not concrete guys.
Yeah.
We found that out real quick. Because, if you notice, 5 or 6 of them had pallets stuck in them because I had to shove them back up full of concrete. So we learned we are not good at that. So, but they'll hold lights.
yeah,
We're-
that's, just.
We're close to pulling
cricket
wire
ones and-
finally. We're getting close to pulling wire, but it's gonna drive my OCD nuts because they're only like 2 of them are centered. Look at that.
Yeah, I didn't see that much into it.
Well,
I
now.
just driving by, they're like,
Yeah, and 10 out of 14 are textured from the raindrops that came out of nowhere from the port.
Okay.
But we'll grout it. Cause I still gotta put the bolts and washers underneath the pole, that way I can level the pole. Plumb it all up, and then we'll grout that 3/4 of an inch.
You didn't put your handprints in any of it?
I did not. I did not.
Well,
I just, I
requirement.
tried to smooth them out as best I could and leave them alone, because every time I
Sure.
tried to make it perfect, I just.
Yeah,
Well, they're not, we're doing pretty good. Guys are working good together. Good. Getting stuff done.
Good. Appreciate it.
We've been trying to do ditch work. We've got plenty more of that, so I'll probably order more culverts pretty soon.
I was gonna ask you that question.
Yeah.
Because on Main, we get, on heavy rain, I probably get water up out of the ditch 10, 15 feet into my yard.
Yeah.
And when you look down, it's going over the driveways down the way to the point that it backs up so much that even with my new culvert and everything, it goes over, and I've had to shovel all the rock out of the ditch a couple times now.
Yep. And we've dug a few of those out and they just filled in quick.
This is
One
the
of
next,
them I don't think, but I actually have done since I've
the
been here.
next two
west of
to
me.
the west of me.
Yeah.
The culverts are about shot.
Yeah.
And then I can't tell you from there, but there's 3 driveways.
Yeah, there's a few of them up there, but they're everywhere.
And then on the opposite side of the road, the one going under Tucker
Mhm.
is,
Pretty well full.
It's on your list though?
They're on there.
Okay.
Some of them been on there a while.
I was gonna say, I've been here almost 7.5 years.
Yeah.
And that one across the street's been that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of squeaky wheel gets to grease kind of scenario,
Understand?
honestly, because that the ditch digging does come a little lower down the list of priorities, unless it's starting to wash out stuff major.
What part of the ditching is the residents' responsibility?
Leaves, debris, trash, mow. We're the diggers.
But reforming or rock and all that's city? Or,
Just when we install the tube.
okay.
After we install the tube, that's your baby. I'm
I'm
not gonna
sure
come
that-
back and
I had
replace.
concrete ends put on mine to help hold the rock. Now it just washes around it.
But if,
So-
like, if there's a culvert going under the road or under a driveway and it breaks or whatever, and starts washing it out.
Well,
who's
if the
that?
culvert breaks, then we'll replace it when we fix the culvert.
And I'm,
That's the scenario.
I'm also sure when it rains all weekend, the
Yeah.
culverts have a pretty hard time
Mhm.
keeping up, just like, yeah, yours, it washes
Yeah.
around the concrete.
Yep.
These big rains ain't nothing you're gonna do. for it.
Yeah, there's, I mean, flood warnings, there's nothing you can do.
We
Not
definitely
much.
have a lot to dig out, but a trash can lid has been in the same spot for a while now,
Mhm.
and it covers right over top of it, so. You know, that kind of stuff happens too, but leaves and stuff do a majority of it. Now, if we had them dug out completely, leaf might not get as stuck, but we're slowly making an impact on the ditches, I feel.
One follow-up question
Mhm.
from previous meeting, Jeff.
Yep,
I noticed
I
when it
don't have
rained
an
the other day
actual
real
price
heavy.
for you. We looked at a whole bunch of prices and there's, like, you can go budget style, like you can go to Home Depot and get this stuff. Or you can get construction or contractor grade, you gotta set it, most of them you have to set in concrete that I found. It wasn't just laid in the gravel. He could, if the city would let him do that. He did say that he would like to do it, if he could do it himself, he would, if that was the minimum. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be the city installing it, because they can install per our design specs. But the price variation between them was like $100 per 4 feet or 5,000 per 4 feet. There's a huge swing. But that kind of drainage is about the only thing I can think that would fix it. If you had something catch the water coming off the concrete or something in his driveway to catch it before it goes over the side.
Well, I noticed when it rained the other day and I went by there, you know, the parking lot wasn't full, but you could see where the water was coming off the road, the crown, the raised crown.
Yeah.
And it was hitting that gravel between the sidewalk and the road, and it was just dispersing into all directions, following the least path of resistance. And a lot of it was going along into the culvert, but then a lot of it was also going right back over the sidewalk, so I didn't know.
And the stuff that's going over top of the culvert is because I put a little V in it.
Ah.
And I dressed it up for him this
Okay.
last time to try to keep future rains from hitting him until we figure it out.
Okay.
But a grate of some sort is about the only thing, like a French drain or something like the post office has. I don't know if we have to install it or just give him the permission to do it.
It's his driveway, I wouldn't think he could just do it.
It's not gonna impact us as a city. It's just keeping this stuff clean.
Cause he's just digging, what, a few inches down there,
Well,
right?
it's gonna depend on which one you want.
Oh,
They were anywhere from 4 inches wide to 12, I saw.
And that would run this
It's
way.
run along with the sidewalk, that way it'll catch, go out the ditch. And a lot of them had like
Okay.
4-inch PVC that comes out the bottom. You drill a hole in that 15-inch and run your 4-inch right into there. So just 4 foot at a time, or 3 or 4 foot drops it, 3 or 4 foot drop.
Okay. Now, is it my understanding that it's, again, the heavy downpours that he's having the issue.
Yeah.
That typical rain, he's not.
Yeah.
Cause you've already done work now 2 times.
Yeah.
To fix,
We've done some stuff to it.
so
We definitely made it better. We didn't fix it.
I mean, my yard is no better, my basement's no better when we have heavy rains, so.
I think at bare minimum, I would just like the ability to put in that drain.
Yeah,
Which,
it waits. So it just drains into that and drains into the ditch.
Yeah.
This
Just
side,
keeping
this
it-
side of the drive or this side?
it'd be between
The
the main
south
street
side
and
of
the
the sidewalk.
sidewalk.
Okay, so it would be in the easement.
Yeah.
It would be where that, what's that called, that, not cistern, catch basin for off the old
Catch
Casey's.
basin, it's actually.
And then
just
where the ditch
a
is coming
union,
all the way down to
Because
here.
it doesn't catch anything
Okay.
except for other pipes. But that is the easiest way. The other way is to resize the undersized pipe that's in those drains and casings. And that's tearing out concrete, doing all kinds of stuff. I think he'd be all right if he could just do it himself and put that on that edge. It's not gonna,
Is that something that needs a zoning permit?
not to my knowledge. I mean, we know what he's doing. It's not gonna be very deep. If you want a
Yeah.
permit, you could just okay it, free permit, just to get it done,
Sure,
you know? But he doesn't want water coming through there and into his house,
right.
and that's an easiest way to divert it. Even if he daylighted it out at the end, it would go down into the ditch.
I mean, if he's willing to do the work.
Yeah. And if he communicates with you guys, especially if he has questions or concerns.
So consensus for McIntyre's to work with maintenance on putting in a
Is that,
grate?
well, my question is that we say a culvert has to be installed by the city. Isn't that more or less what we're?
No, it's actually, well, unless.
Well, I understand it's not a hole going under a driveway,
Well, I mean.
but it's still,
Unless the ordinance changed, the homeowner could put their own tube in if they made sure they got the right. It's like they can't go take a steel pipe they found 8 inches and go throw it in. They need to have 12-inch diameter minimum, I believe is what we go with.
Is it in zoning regs?
You know what I mean?
They can put their own tube in.
They could put their own tube, they just have to ask or do it
okay,
first.
it just has
You
to
know what I
be
mean?
approved by me.
It's kind of like getting zoning to come in to make sure you can put your fence in. It's ask the maintenance if this is, what size do I need? We can tell
Oh,
them.
that's more of a maintenance thing.
Okay, understand. I'm clear.
If they're
I
able
think.
to. I just usually tell them that if they aren't in a hurry, it's beneficial to them because we don't upcharge as a city for the tube and they get the labor and the rock for free.
Sure.
But if they're in a hurry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Just make sure it's acceptable
Just-
size, dimensions.
Right.
Anything else for Dustin? Thank you, Dustin. I think Chad had a question for Phil real quick.
Yes, just to follow up, we had questions, you had questions about a foundation.
Mhm.
Got it right here. Take note.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to check that out,
and
this afternoon. They have the top on it, they have the slab. The next one over, they are cutting in the footers. Is that right? The footers. Once again, I talked to an engineer. He said technically it's not illegal. He said it's not pretty. He says it's not common, but he says it's not illegal the way that they're doing. So the only other question we had was what the engineer was when they were using, I think they're supposed to be using crushed concrete as an underlayment for the slab. I asked the engineer because their footings are sitting at grade and then the slab goes on top of that. And their footings have rebar coming up through them to tie the footings to the slab. The question I had is if the footings are at ground level, when they go to put in the crushed concrete for the underlayment for the slab, that would be above the level of the footings. Cause it's sitting on grade. You follow?
Mhm.
They're not at frost
they're going down, they're frost down.
Oh,
The top of the footings is at grade. It's at dirt level. Instead of being, you understand?
Yes.
I
So
think you'll
the
need
engineer
frost
also-
level around where you're gonna have plumbing, like a bathroom or something like that,
No,
otherwise you
your
don't.
foundation footings have to be at frost.
On
Yeah.
my,
Otherwise the ground will heat.
But Drip Bay
Right.
Homes isn't doing that.
Yeah, they are.
Not on the first ones they were.
I don't know what their first ones, but the two that they're working on right now, they're at frost. They have a minimum distance they have to get down and measured on two sides. Granted, it was a money mess. I can go check them again because they're.
I
still there.
remember previously when we were dealing with them, they were just barely going 8 inches in the ground, so.
Okay, I don't know on the two that I'm looking at right now, they seem to be the places I measured, they're at depth.
Nice.
The question is they had a pile of crushed concrete there that they were gonna use as an underlayment for the pad on top of the dirt. The problem that the engineer brought up is that the footings are at dirt level. If they're going to put 4 inches of crushed concrete, right? Now the crushed concrete can't go on top of the footings, between the footings and the pad. It just can't, that will let it float. The pad has to connect to the footings, there can't be gravel there, and he was questioning how they are going to make it to where at the very edge of where the footing is coming to touch, or the pad is coming to touch the footing, how they're gonna get enough gravel in that one spot right around the whole perimeter without digging grade down to where the footings are up enough for a gravel layer. He questioned it. Once again, he said, it's not illegal, it's just, this is an odd way to do it.
Not best practice.
Don't know. He also said that there's typically what he says they use is a number 2 crushed concrete gravel. The pile that was there 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I looked at it was fine. Like this stuff was fine gravel, finer than pea gravel, the pile that was there. Right in front of the foundation. The pile is no longer there, the pad is on. I do not know if they use that pile as their underlayment or not, but the engineer brought up that using that fine of gravel underneath of it is also not illegal, but it's not common. Usually you use number 2 gravel, so when they crush the concrete, bigger chunks. That's where we're at on that foundation.
So am I wrong thinking that we had a permit contingent on finding that what they were doing was okay?
Correct.
And
It's
did
not
we-
illegal.
Okay,
That's the extent of it. I measured out what I could measure out because there's no
So much-
property lines out there currently, but
much like not putting the sheathing on the outside, just putting the,
were they doing that?
Yeah.
they are not putting sheathing on the outside of the stud wall. They are wrapping the studs and putting the,
They told us they
Siding.
have to have 3 layers,
Right
and
on.
counting the plastic as one, the siding is one, and paint is one.
Once again, I'm not an engineer.
Yeah.
I can have him come back out and take a look at it.
though they
again.
even said for $5,000 more, they
They
could have
would
put,
wrap it.
they could have put OSB on the outside of the,
I don't-
so they're building cheaply
once
is
again,
what I'm,
they're cutting corners.
they're doing barely builder grade.
Understood.
So-
I'm just, from what I can tell, the guy that I talked to, that's an actual engineer, he says that what he saw is not illegal,
It's all up to code.
but
It's just
it's uncommon.
Yep.
So,
Understand.
that being said, that answer,
Understand?
good?
Yep, thank you.
Alright, fire stand application for Mark Sinclair.
We're still maintaining our normal ordinance on fireworks, right?
Correct.
I make a motion, we approve the fireworks stand for Mark Sinclair at 123 North Topeka Avenue.
Motion made by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried. In office complaint. Would that be you,
Yeah,
or would that be Tommy?
Tom
No.
left.
Says I thought you were gonna include some copies in there, so I didn't bring a bunch.
Oh, no, I found the email. and bring it
Oh,
back
you
here.
got it. Oh, okay. Sure, sure.
Oh,
I
I
have
love-
an extra copy
That's
here.
It
if
was a
anybody
month
needs
ago, but we were told to bring them back, so.
it.
My bad.
Did you bring yours, Chad?
Oh, mine might be in my file that didn't hold on.
Yeah.
So that's the old one. This
I-
is-
I know it's overly detailed. I understand that. But when we've got new homes coming up on west of town. We've got the potential homes coming in on the east of town, just west of the highway. People moving in that probably don't know the names of some of the employees, and I just want, I want citizens to be able to complain about something very specific if they need to. I want our constituents to feel like we want to hear from them, even if it's something that's small. And I actually kind of based this complaint form on, I believe it's an Olathe, maybe a Lawrence complaint form,
Like their city complaint form?
their city complaint
Nice.
form, yes. There are some details that I kind of cut out because some of it. So it's not exactly like there's a course, but
Use it as a reference,
sure,
like a template.
sure. And I really just wanted your guys' input. I think I had introduced this, when, Councilman Moore was gone. And I wanted to wait for his input as well.
I think I remembered that.
I got no complaints about it. I just see that there's gonna be a lot of empty boxes.
Sure, and
Like, people are gonna be very vague, and I think that's what that covered.
sure.
This doesn't give the added detail if they wanna put it in. So, like I
Right.
say, I got no problems either way.
And honestly, I don't mind if if 3 or 4 whole pages are left blank, or not 3 or 4, I guess it's 3 pages. But I mean, if one whole page is blank, okay, awesome. But at least they have the opportunity to fill it out
Yeah.
in its entirety.
I would just say that I would like, just for paper's sake, to see it on the front and back of one page.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Just to
Can
minimize
Sure,
a
sure.
little bit so that we're not getting, goes back to, I think we're gonna have a lot of blank boxes.
Okay, I'll try to adjust that and just bring it back next meeting.
Will it leave enough room for everything?
If you guys are all in consensus to change it, then we can change it, or we can take out some of the spacing and we can
Yeah.
just make it live, we don't need to bring it back, I don't think.
Okay.
What do you mean to make it live? What's that mean?
Like,
Put
put
it
it
into
into
action.
effect,
Oh, okay.
it's like, I don't
Roll
think we
with
need to
it.
bring it back to another meeting once you shrink it down necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once you rework it, you work it anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Put it out.
Okay, yeah.
Could the verbiage be maybe I missed it also? You know, like sometimes when you're filling out stuff and it says you can always use an extra set of paper or attach an extra sheet of paper if you need more space or something.
Yeah,
Could do that.
Like they could add their own notebook paper to it?
Are you talking about like the top of page 3, the box there
Yes.
in the parentheses? Similar to that?
You totally did. I totally missed it.
No. It's
That's
okay.
what I'm talking about, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, you know, you can use an additional sheet of paper if needed. Yeah, that's what I was asking. It's in there.
Because I
You
feel
got
like
that
it's
box
so-
twice.
I'm sorry.
That box is on second page and third page.
Well, the second page is description of incident or non-incident, and then the third page is description of community complaint. So like this here, it's 2 different subsections. So this here is just a community complaint where they can circle whatever it is, and then they can describe it over here. So like if it's trash and garbage, well, where is it at? Is it a bag or a body? I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do.
I like it.
Description incident or not, yeah. I don't know what a non-incident would be. I mean, maybe it's something, one of the ordinances that seem weird that we missed. I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with Chad. If we could
I'll try to
shrink it
convince
down to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
front and back, I think that would be a lot better.
Do we have a consensus for that? The,
I have, yeah, but I have one question.
Sure, shoot.
The second portion I can see going to the city clerk. A complaint for an individual or an employee, I think needs to go to the mayor.
Since
Well,
she,
they all go through city clerk no matter.
right, so since she is the custodian of the public records, the Cora stuff. it has
But
to go
this
through-
would not be a,
Excuse me, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If you Google it, not all complaints are Cora,
Sure.
only substantiated ones. So if okay, I just don't know. I don't know if
I understand what you're saying.
she's
Some of those are.
she's the manager. The employee managers is the mayor.
You're right, and that's why she would route them to him. And some of those actually might be locked, because I think it's either in our ordinances or our handbook I read somewhere, that she actually is supposed to have it locked somewhere for certain employees in their files and stuff.
And if it's
Yeah.
something that, you know.
Well,
we've
that
had
would be if it goes to the point of it's a actionable offense, that there
If-
would be
Correct.
Right,
action taken against that employee, then yes, that would go into their personal file.
right, and that would be
To a
confidential.
point. If you Google, I mean, if you look at Topeka, and Anthony's looked at like police records, police complaints, depending upon what they are and that, are or are not Cora records. There are some that are not.
Legal complaints,
Yeah, if
anything
it's,
that would fall under a legal complaint.
yes, and that would not be a record that would be housed in the city office, that would be housed in the police department in their records in
What
there.
kind of legal complaints would,
It's something you'd have to look at.
it's just because I don't know.
No, and I know, it's because I was looking, it was things I was looking up what is covered under for complaints and what files go where,
And so that's where. the
There are
freedom of
files that are
information officer
not-
comes in and
that
sorts
are
those
not
out.
housed within, like, when we hire a police officer and we send them for, their
That doesn't have to do.
mental
It's
screening.
only disciplinary action. that
No, I
would
know.
be-
But there are some files that don't go to the city clerk,
Right,
you know, and I just think,
So
I don't know if somebody came in and complained that somebody yelled at them or whatever, okay, that's one thing, but depending upon the complaint, I don't know if necessarily.
Anything
Okay.
that comes in attention to me, though, they don't open without my permission. So they can, if a person wanted, they could put it in an envelope and put it to attention to me. And then they let me know I have something, and then I come by and pick it up and I read it and go from there.
and then as far as the complaints that are or are not allowed to be kept by the Cora officer, I think that might be the conversation with the city attorney.
Mhm.
Cause I don't know either.
can,
I mean, I can Google it all day, but Google
But I
is
don't
wrong
have a-
sometimes.
Yeah, like
So-
Chad and Ron said, I don't have a problem
can,
with the
Sure,
form.
sure.
can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, we need to get back on topic of the form.
Yeah, so I have
How it's submitted.
consensus from Chad, Ron, obviously Holly, Barb, Kim. Okay. So we have consensus that we use this
I'll convince it
with
for you.
Kennington.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright. Next, we have an executive session on here, that I'm requesting for, non-personnel. If somebody doesn't mind, I would say, it's gonna be probably a lengthy one, I'd say probably anywhere from 20-30 minutes.
You need someone to make a motion? on that?
Yeah, I think pretty much that sample one on that, I think is
Oh, yeah.
probably what.
I move the city council to recess into executive session to discuss an individual employee's performance pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter exception, KSA 75-4319B1. The open meeting will resume in the city council room at 8:50.
And for council and mayor to be,
For council and mayor to be present
Correct.
for 30 minutes.
motion made by Holly,
Second.
second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried.
Yep.
I got
We
some
had
homework.
that.
I like the new podium though. hours. We'll open back up into the open city council meeting.
We were in executive session for 30 minutes,
No decisions made.
no decisions made.
All right. Okay,
Can,
with that,
can I make a motion?
Yeah.
I make a motion that we place, Chief Shannon Seals on administrative leave. Do we need to make a duration
um,
Pending investigation.
pending investigation? Is that it?
I do believe so. Motion made by Holly, second by Barb. Any further discussion?
Effective immediately.
Effective immediately.
Effective immediately. All those in favor? All right. And then Kevin abstains, right?
Yep.
Okay, so all in favor, one abstention. Motion carried. Did you want to touch base on your third party policy?
Yes, third party policy, did anybody,
It's not a it's a recommendation, right?
Okay.
So we have to write a policy on it?
right, and that's kind of why I wanted Barnes here, but, this,
I
sorry,
read
thought
it.
that
I
didn't
was a
bring
long
mine
day.
no, it's okay, I'm fine with tabling it, I'm not in a hurry, but this is kind of, this was just kind of like a preliminary thing that I kind of drew up.
Okay.
Um,
So I did read it. I just didn't bring my copy back. So,
yeah, and we can table it, it's not a big deal.
sure, okay. No action on that yet. Any, bills?
There was none turned sideways.
Okay. And just need a motion for approving the bills.
I move that we approve those. Second.
Motion made by Ron, second by Kevin. Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried. Any off agenda or follow-up item?
I forgot to ask Dustin, do you know what the deal status is with the bulk water? Is it still leaking real bad?
I know that he had temporarily fixed it about a week ago, but I think the other day it was still dripping, but I haven't heard from him since we were texting.
Yeah, I
us.
know he's worked on it. I didn't notice it was leaking again.
I know that he said it's like a diaphragm possibly that he's gotta get or order. But he also said that the bill reader is going bad. He's supposed to be working on a new setup. And I had suggested a new modern setup that you can actually select how many gallons of water you wanna pay for and use possible card as well.
Okay.
So he's looking into that. Cause I know that there's times if you put a couple bucks in there, it sometimes goes way past how much you have for your size of your tank.
Oh.
So you waste a lot, so I
Yeah, you
thought,
get what you get when it starts.
correct, and it goes till it's done or you push the button, but if you're by yourself, you can't really push the button, So,
Yeah, I've
I,
seen people drive off with it still.
yeah,
pumping.
so I had suggested looking for something a little more up to date that you could select the amount of gallons that you actually wanna pay for. And it shuts off there, like it calculates the cost. But we haven't got anything further on that one yet. Anything else off agenda, follow up? No? Notes FYI, was there anything in the book?
Just a couple things in there. I went ahead and approved the Memorial Day ad for the newspaper, which we've always ran in the past. It was $30. It was due May 21st with the last meeting being canceled. And then, we ordered new checks for City Hall. We needed them for the general account and, the park account. And then water results and a letter about changing the floodplain. Which there'll be more info coming on that as well.
When is that meeting?
They haven't scheduled it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I met with them the other day and she was waiting to get a couple more opinions. And really the meeting is what they'll do is they release the map, and if you have a question, like if you're gonna be going into the floodplain or out of the floodplain, you can come in and ask questions, and they'll go over the questions with you. And then there'll be people here to talk about insurance as well.
There's a lot going in the floodplains.
There is.
It's supposed to go like all the way up to the old police department, I think.
And
Is what
it
one of the
kind of
maps
goes in
showed.
different areas, but it follows that creek.
Yeah,
So it's increasing quite a bit.
a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna change insurance.
Carbondale's the main effect of it in Osage County.
There's
But
a
some
lot of-
houses, it kind of skips some houses because they're elevated and so.
Yeah, cause I know when I had talked with, the county developer before this came out, she had mentioned that, showed me the new map, and yeah, it went all the way up to like the old police station on Main Street, but the maintenance building wasn't because it was elevated, fire department was elevated,
Yeah,
like the rest of them all are.
Oh,
It was, yeah, it's a lot.
it is right down there by the creek, creek, whatever.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Holly, second by Kevin. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor? Meeting adjourned. 7.